Hello Madridistas and welcome to Planet Real, the place for all things Real Madrid. A few things happened this last week and it's time for a quick update. Let's get it on with the video. This week started on a high note with a welcoming act for Kylian Mbappé. It was a memorable day for all Madridistas. A completely packed Santiago Bernabeu saw Kylian coming out wearing Real Madrid's jersey for the first time with that number 9 on his back. A number we didn't see last season at all and was vacant ever since Karim Benzema left the club. Kylian Mbappé was unable to take the smile off his face during the whole event and surprised everyone with a fairly good level of Spanish. It's far from perfect, but still very good. I like the fact that he was very humble about it and recognized he still has a lot to improve. He explained that he had been very serious about learning Spanish since his school days because he always dreamt about playing for Real Madrid. He had this childlike illusion in his eyes the whole time, and let me tell you something. I'm one of those guys who is still very upset about the way he repeatedly stood on the club the last few years. As I've said, saying that he was going to come and then taking it back was not nice. So I do think he has to prove himself even beyond what any player who comes to Real Madrid has to. But that look in his eyes makes me feel he's going to give his best and that he is humbled by Real Madrid greatness. That's a good thing. If he keeps that attitude and remains focused in the game, he has a very good chance to make his dream of succeeding in Real Madrid a reality. And I'm sure at this point we all want that to happen. Mbappé has signed a 5-year contract. He will earn 15 million euros after taxes, about $16.2 million per year, with a 150 million euro signing fee that will be paid along the time of the contract. His release clause is said to be of at least 1,000 million euros, as it's been the recent policy by Real Madrid to protect its biggest stars. But some sources claim it could be even more. With all to be seen now, what we know so far is that Real Madrid's fitness coach, Antonio Pintus, has planned a Cristiano Ronaldo-style fitness plan for Kylian, so we could very well be about to see Mbappe's best version so far in the upcoming months. We all know Antonio Pintus is one of the main responsibles for the team's success in recent years. With the team already starting training for the new season, we also received the great news of Luka Modric's contract renewal. It's been reported by sources he would earn a gross 10 million euro, which could end up being about 6 million euro after taxes, which is about a 50% cut from his salary last season. But at this point, Luka is certainly more focused on achieving his 7th Champions League title than on money. Besides, his role will be similar to the one he had by the end of last season, which is being the experienced player you need to enter fresh at the end of the match to either maintain the result or turn it around if things haven't worked well enough, something he has already shown being capable of. Luka will now be the team's first captain, responsible for leading with his experience and well-known professionalism to inspire the new generation of younger players. I think his presence will be vital in maintaining the balance of the team, a task he will share with other veterans like Carvajal and Lucas Vázquez. Lucas Vázquez, by the way, also announced his contract renewal for 1 more year, another great piece of news that we received this week. Lucas Vázquez had a very good performance last season, and time after time has proven to be a reliable talent to count on. A different kind of victory was seen when a court from the city of Madrid sentenced to 8 months in prison a man who had posted racial insults toward Vinicius and Rudiger. I'm not a fan of the victim mentality, and certainly the club isn't either. But racism and all kinds of discrimination are serious issues, and it's important the club lets everyone know where it stands on the matter and that you better think twice before coming after any of our players. Especially after the sad incident that happened in Valencia in 2023 and similar situations last season at Getafe's Coliseum and in a third division match as well. If there are consequences, nutheads will think twice before displaying their stupidity and ignorance. On the not-so-good side of news, French defender Lennyoro's transfer to Real Madrid was truncated by the sudden intervention of Manchester United. The English team stormed the negotiations with a €62 million offer, about $68 million. The salary offered to the player was also higher than Real Madrid's offer, and Yoro has made up his mind. Real Madrid has remained disciplined in its signing philosophy and refused to do anything crazy to retain the player's interest. Despite the club being convinced about Yoro as an excellent project of a player, in the long run the truth is that paying more than €15 million for an 18-year-old player seems a little bit odd and more in line with a dysfunctional club like Manchester United has been in recent years. At the moment, Real Madrid is taking things calmly and hasn't announced its next move. We have Rudiger, Militao, Vallejo and Alaba for the position, but both Militao and Alaba suffered anterior cruciate ligament injuries last season. Militao is barely coming back despite having played many good minutes in the Copa America, and Alaba will need a few more months to show if he can come back, which all Madridismo truly hopes because he's a huge talent and a delightful player to see on the pitch. We wish nothing but the best to our dear Davidalaba. Now many names are being put on the table by the press and those who follow the club daily to make up for Yoro's desertion. Among those names, Jacobo Ramon and Joan Martinez from Real Madrid Castilla could be an option, but they are very young. Martinez is only 16 years old, so we might need some more experience for the position. Other names in the cards are Italian Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna, Mario Gila, who belongs to Lazio, but he recently fractured his big toe of his left foot, so he doesn't seem like an option right now. Aymeric Laporte had an amazing European Championship, winning the title with Spain, and according to many was the best defender of the competition. An experienced 30-year-old defender playing for alnassr, aside from Cristiano Ronaldo, could be an interesting choice, but again, this is all press speculation, and according to the Spanish YouTuber Ramon Alvarez de Mon, the club's position right now is not to sign anybody. Personally, I understand this is the way Real Madrid is playing the market these days, and even if they were planning to book someone, it makes sense not to hint away your next move. Teams can become greedy when they know Real Madrid is after a player, and rivals can try to sabotage the negotiations. So we'll have to wait and see what happens while the transfer window remains open. And to wrap it up with a positive note, EA Sports unveiled the new cover art for their FIFA25 game, which depicts none other than Jude Bellingham. The English player appears pictured doing his iconic goal celebration dressed in Real Madrid's uniform as a strong statement of the importance of our club and its players. Those of us who have been playing the game for ages can't wait to put our hands on it and give it a try. What do you think about this FIFA 25 cover? Let us know in the comments your thoughts about this and all the news of the week. Mbappe's arrival, Modric as a captain, Luka's renewal and everything else. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help the channel. Stay safe people, and as always, a la Madrid!